Hello everybody, I'm Jasper Brea and I've decided to make a short video on why I think that coyotes are going to be added. We'll also be discussing a bit about whether or not they will be AI or a playable character. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. I think that a good note to start off on would be just a little recap on some of the teasers that we have seen. This includes this video that the Ecos team posted titled Scavenger Tease. Here's a little short clip of said video. Now, the barking and yowling that you're hearing in the background, that is undoubtedly coyote calls. Just for a bit of reference, here are what coyotes actually sound like. This is just gonna be like a little sound clip. Now, compared to what the Ecos team posted and to the coyote calls that I just showed, those are undoubtedly coyotes. The sound that Ecos Brea had. So I feel like that is a hint as to what is coming, because they wouldn't just add coyote sounds for no particular reason, whether or not they are AI or a character that can be played. Not only is the video itself a hint, but if you scroll down to the description, there is a little part that says that there are other scavengers that aren't too far behind. I think that obviously the coyote sounds and this clearly show that either some sort of AI scavenger is coming, or our new coyote playable will be on its way. Also, I feel like people also need to think about if it was an AI, then the devs would probably have released it with the vulture, because it wouldn't make sense for them to release one AI and then another a little bit later. I feel like that's kind of stupid. But like they mentioned a few months ago with the mammoths, they are working on 2 other playables. And if the coyote was not a playable, it would have already been added. I feel like that is also something that people need to consider. Of course, though, maybe I need to consider that I'm the stupid one. Maybe I'm wrong about coyotes being added, because I am also seeing a lot of people saying that, coyotes and dyers are just too similar and there's no point of coyotes being added. However, you also have to understand that there aren't any animals that can currently eat corpses of other animals without getting sick. I understand also that that's what the vultures are there for, but having an animal that is playable that can do that within the game would add so much diversity and just really immerse the player in, Ecos Brea and the game itself, its environment, and it would make sense for coyotes to be more scavengers. And also, coyotes are known to hunt small prey, such as rabbits. That brings me to my next point, which is the rabbits are far too small to fill up any animal. And, sometimes, even as a dyer, it's incredibly hard to catch a rabbit unless you're near a water source or one of their AI barriers. The coyotes might possibly even be a little bit faster than the dire wolves, and they'll probably be able to catch the rabbits and eat them and have a sustainable amount of hunger filled after they eat them. This would put the rabbits to good use, and they wouldn't really be seen as like a snack or useless or unhuntable anymore. Of course, there also are a lot of good points as to why coyotes wouldn't be a good addition to Ecos Brea, or why they might not be playable and more AI. But honestly, this is, for me, it's coming from a place of bias, because personally, I would love to see coyotes added to Ecos Brea. I know that I would just love to play as just a scavenger, because we already have the mammoths, which are meant for more chill players who just want to roam, eat, just look around. I feel like coyotes could be that for the carnivorous players who like to play as, meat-eating animals. Because, like I said, coyotes are scavengers and they would eat, rotten food or anything, stuff like that, bones maybe. And they could just roam around looking for that, collecting tracks, just a passive carnivore, just kind of like how the mammoths are passive herbivores. That is why I think it would maybe balance out, the chillness of both subjects, I suppose, if that's how you want to call it. Once again, these are just theories. please don't attack me for anything that I've been saying. Once again, just theories. Um, but this marks the end of my video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below because I know a lot of people are going to disagree. But if you agree, give me some, give me some inspiration or some theories as to why you think that they'll be added as playable characters. Thank you so much for watching, and if you watched this far, comment down below Jasper, and I will send you a subscribe from me. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the coyotes being added, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!